Hi guys, I am Kaye Harris. This is Molly the three-legged pony, and I am her rescuer, her caretaker, her all-around advocate, and we go around making people smile. So Molly the pony was actually a Katrina rescue. We rescued over 3,000 animals after Katrina. One of those animals, one of those dogs, attacked her and made her leg non-viable. We asked LSU for an amputation, and a local prosthesis designer made her a leg, and Molly walked off after that. So I think the most important part of Molly's story is not just what she's been through, and that's a lot, but it's also what she's given back to the world. After her surgery and the fitting of her prosthesis, she and I talked, and I kind of said, well, okay, what are you going to do? So we started visiting hospitals, and at the first one, Children's Hospital, we had a very miraculous happening with a young gentleman, and Molly made it clear that this was her job. So it was my job as her advocate to set up places for her to go. So we visit hospitals, nursing homes, therapeutic riding centers, and we've been as far as Walter Reed in Washington to visit our soldiers. My goal is that we set up a place where young people can come and they can gather hope and inspiration, they can learn, they can be tutored, and they can learn from horses, especially horses that maybe don't have it as easy. And by working with those horses, they can too do better in their lives. The way that I found Parelli was on a trip to Buffalo, New York with Molly. I met Molly Vacco, and I watched her do Parelli with her students, and I was so impressed, and I was like, I have got to get me some of that. She gave me a starter kit, and I took it home and I started to play with it. But I had so much traditional training and so much stuck on the way it used to be that it was very hard for me to get past that. And so what I did was I actually went to a horse and soul tour at one point with some of my students, and then I got some professional help from somebody else. But I was still just stuck. No matter how many times I was like, I really want to do this, and I really, really, really want the results that I know Parelli can give me, it just seemed like I couldn't get over myself. So then enter the foundation. I was going to try and go to Colorado, but I simply couldn't afford it, especially if I couldn't bring my youth students with me. So then what I did was I contacted the foundation and asked if there was any way to work something out, and they sent me Nancy Slater. And oh my gosh, what a difference. I finally was able to get my level 1 video edition under my belt, and my students loved it. They loved Nancy, and it's just created a whole different atmosphere out here. And now I know I have it because now I can actually help them a little bit, whereas before I couldn't even help myself. Since I started on this journey with the foundation, and especially with Nancy coming to help us, there has been a huge difference. The first thing was that I got really great results before, but all of a sudden, my horses were really connected to me, and that was the missing piece. And there is nothing like knowing that your horse is actually connected to you. So, also my ponies, their attitudes, again, I got good results before, but now it's just a whole different level, like in the stratosphere. And the same thing with my students. They're actually talking the natural world of horses, interacting with the horses and ponies, getting results with them, learning how to stay safe with them. And we were doing some of that before, but just not on the level that we're doing now. I really look forward to continuing this journey now that I've broken the back of my inability to move forward, especially with Nancy's help and with the foundation's help. There are no Parelli instructors in Louisiana, and I'm hoping to change that.